Yeah, hello. Good evening. How are you? Hope you are doing great. Once again, it's a joy coming in your way and the comfort of your rooms. Today, we are going to finalize our discussion on the structure of the legislature, where we'll be talking about the committee system in the legislature. So let me share my screen. Okay. Where is it? Wow. Okay. That is it. So today we are going to talk about the committee system. It is one of the structures of the legislature. So one of the structures of the legislature is the committee system. Earlier on, we talked about the speaker. We said the speaker is assisted by two deputies, first deputy speaker, second deputy speaker. Then after the speaker, we have also talked about the majority leader. We've talked about a member of parliament or the legislator. We've talked about them. Then we've talked about the majority leader and the minority leaders in parliament. We've talked about them. We said the majority leader and the minority leaders also have the assistants. The deputy majority leader, then deputy minority leader. And they also have the whips who assist them. That is the majority chief whip and the minority chief whip. Today, we want to talk about the committee system in the legislature. It is very, very important. Without the committees in the legislature, I tell you, the legislature will not be able to finish a lot of work on their tables. So the committee system is very, very important. Okay. So let's look at the meaning of the committee. What is the meaning of the committee system? What is the meaning of the committee system? The meaning of the committee system. What is it? So when we talk about the committee system, it is where legislators or members of the legislature are organized into smaller groups. They are put into smaller groups made up of experts at a particular field. So members of the legislature are assigned to particular groups, smaller groups within the parliament based on their expertise. So let me finish with the definition. So it is where legislators are organized into smaller groups made up of experts at a particular field. Example, finance, agric, education, who carry out detailed and careful study of bills, refer to it, and then reports to the full house for further discussions and debates. Yeah, the definition is, the meaning is quite lengthy, but it's very simple. what you need to understand is that within the legislature, a lot of committees are set up. A lot of committees are set up. And each member of the legislature is expected to belong to at least a committee. As for this thing, this one we have said it. Each member is expected to belong to a committee. And the committee a member belongs to, or the member don't just join any committee or belong to any committee. First of all, the member should possess some experience. So we have a committee on finance, committee on agriculture. So for one to become a member of the committee of agriculture in the legislature, you should have some experience, or you should have done some work in agriculture. Then you can join or become a member of the agriculture committee. The same applies to financial committee. That is it. What is it that I'm saying? Okay. So let's quickly look at the types of committees in the legislature. We have two main, there are a lot of committees, but the main committees within the legislature, we have the permanent committee. Another name for permanent committee, standing committees. Then the second type is we have the ad hoc or special or select committees. I will explain these types for us to understand. What is a permanent or standing committees? As the name implies, these are committees that are established to last for long. These are committees that have been established to last for long. Another thing you have to note about these committees is that these committees are established to handle specific legislations within the country. Examples include committees on health. So committees on health is a permanent committee. Government comes, MPs comes and MPs goes. We will still have a committee on health. And what do? They handle specific legislations that concerns health. We also have educational committee. It's also a permanent or standing committee. They're saying we handle specific legislation that concerns education. Let's move to a second type of committee, and that is ad hoc. Ad hoc. Ad hoc meeting, or that is a meeting that is, when we say ad hoc meeting or ad hoc committee, a committee that is formed, that is immediately formed when there is an emergency or when there is a very important situation or issue to be dealt with. So ad hoc committee or special committee or select committee is a committee set up to deal with a particular situation in the country. Example, during an emergency, for instance, during the 9th May 2000 stadium disaster that led to the killing of about 129 Ghanaians who went to the sports stadium to watch football match. When there was a stampede, the legislature was called upon to set up a committee. committee. For instance, during the outbreak of the COVID-19, the legislature set up an ad hoc committee. So an ad hoc committee is a committee set up to deal with a particular issue within the country. And once they are done, they have discussed, debate, solve that come out with solutions in solving that emergency situations. Quickly, that committee is dissolved, okay, or a face off. That is the nature of ad hoc committee. Fine. Okay, what is this? Challenge here. Set it. Mommy. Mommy. Maybe I shall work on Sir. Oh, we class you. May recording for the amount. So aside of the two common committees we talked of, aside of the two committees we've talked of, we also have other committees that are worth noting. So we have joint committees. We also have conference committees. And what is a joint committee? What is a joint committee? It's a committee formed by both members of the lower house and upper house. It's a committee formed by both members of the lower house and upper house. So joint committees are often formed to address issues that require cooperation between the two chambers. So this is very popular in a bicameral legislature. Anytime there is an issue that requires both the upper house and the lower house to solve that issue, it will require a committee to be formed, a committee that will be made up of members, some members of the upper house, as well as some members of the lower house. They will come together to come out with a solution in solving that very particular issue. So such a committee made up of, formed by members, some members of the upper house and the lower house is known as joint committee. Another type of committee is known as conference committee. It's known as conference committee. What is a conference committee? A conference committee is a committee formed by some members, formed by the members of the upper house and the members of the lower house. When they disagree on the passage of a bill. Let me explain it. If a bill is passed by the first house, we said it doesn't end there. If a bill is passed by the first house, it doesn't end there. That same bill has to be examined by the second house. So if the second house is examining that bill passed by the first house and they reject it, it means the a conflict had ensued, it means there has been disagreement, because that same bill was looked at it, debated, discussed, and voted and approved by the first house. And yet, when it's taken to the second house, upon going through it, the members of the second house disagreed with it. This is a disagreement that has to be, or a conflict that has to be solved or reconciled. How do they do that? So, in order to solve it, this disagreement or this conflict, the members of the upper house and some members of the upper house and some members of the first house will come together to form a committee in order to solve that very problem. So when the Senate and the House of Representatives, that is the upper house and the lower house, disagree on the passage of the same bill, a conference committee is formed to reconcile the differences between the two houses in order to draft a compromise bill. So they will come together to solve their differences and also to come out with a bill that will be agreed or that will be approved by both houses. Thank you. Let's now talk about advantages or significance of the committee system. Advantages or significance of the committee system. Advantages or significance of the committee system. Okay. Okay. So let's start. So one of the advantages of the committee system is that when we have a committee system in place, one of the advantages is that it saves parliamentary time. It saves parliamentary time. When we have a committee system, it saves parliamentary time. Okay, and how is it explained? How is it explained? So many bills, a lot of bills, laws and laws of bills are introduced or placed on the tables of the legislature for them to discuss. A lot of bills are placed on the tables for the members of the House to work on it. These bills, what happens is that as soon as they are placed on the tables of the legislature, the speaker forwards these bills to an appropriate committees to deal with these bills or to work on these bills. So the legislature as a lawmaking body does not work on all these bills, agriculture bills, education bills, health bills. No. The House has been divided into smaller groups, as we've pointed out earlier. The House has been divided or organized into smaller groups known as committees. So as bills are placed on the tables of the legislature, the speaker will then look for an appropriate committee, a particular committee or an appropriate committee to work on that very particular bill. Example, if the bill has to do with education, there is an educational committee within the legislature. So quickly, the bill is forwarded to the educational committee. And we are saying that such a situation saves the time. It saves the full house, the time, and the burden they would have spent on the bill. I hope that is clear. If the whole full house is supposed, if the full house is going to work on all bills, it will lead to the delays in the passage of bills. But we are saying that bills are not worked on by the full house; they are committees. So, as bills are introduced, such bills are forwarded to appropriate committees for them to work on and report back to the full house. Let's move to the second point. And we are saying that it provides opportunity for independent thoughts. As the members of the legislature, members of the legislature are made up of persons from different political parties. Some are from MPP, some are from NDC. Okay. But the committee system, one beauty thing about the committee system is that it allows individuals within the committee to think independently. Sometimes they go outside the ideas and the philosophies of their political parties, and they think independently within the committees. Anytime they are working in the committees, they can think independently. But when they are working together within the house, if they are debating at the house, you dare not think independently. You have to think in line, or you have to debate, discuss issues in line with the party's manifesto. So members within the various committees are able to think and act independently. The reason is that members within the various committees are able to discuss, debate, and vote on issues without being checked or supervised by any party chief to do so. Any party chief to do so along party line. So within the committees, we are saying that the party whips may not be around. The majority leader may not be part of such a committee. The deputy majority leader or minority leaders may not be around. And when it happens that way, it's a chance, it's an opportunity for the members of parliament to debate independently. Thank you very much. Let's move to the third point. And we are saying that it offers leadership training or leadership role. We said that at least a member of parliament must belong to at least one of the committees in the legislature. So by belonging to a committee within the legislature, it offers the leaders the needed training. It equips them with the leadership skills and training. Okay, so some of the members become heads of these committees. As a result, the committee system enables the members to take leadership positions and also make them experts in their committees. So it offers leadership training. Another thing we want to talk of is is it leads to division of labor. committee system, whenever we have a committee, it leads to division of labor. So various committees are set up within the legislature to work on different bills. Whereas some are working on agriculture bills, some are working on education, some are working on health, some are working on a lot of committees are set up. Some we have vetting committee to vet and approve the appointments of the executive. So work has been divided, and we know the importance of division of labor. Anytime work or activity has been divided or has been shared into smaller units. Number one, the committees, it will enable the legislature to come out with will be able to pass a lot of bills, not just passing a lot of bills, but quality bills, good bills are likely to be passed because the members belonging to a particular committee will be experts by working within a committee over and over for so many years. That makes you experts in agriculture committee, expert in health committee, expert in education committee. And with that, such committees are able to pass laws or bills quickly without delay. There again, good laws are likely to be passed within the state. So that is the benefit of a committee. It leads to division of labor. Let's move to point 5. And it promotes by partisanship. It promotes by partisanship. What is the meaning of this? When we talk about by means to partisan, these are members from different political parties who have come together to work together. Members from different political parties who come together to work. That is bipartisan. So we are saying that when we have a committee system, it promotes bipartisanship. How? A committee system allows different members from different political parties to come together. Example, let's talk about the health committee. The health committee is made up of some members selected from NPP and some members selected from NDC who have some experiences in the health issues and health related issues. So these people come together to work as a team. So we are saying that committee system brings members of different political parties together in order to work as a team. It's great. Another thing is oversight responsibility or oversight. The committee system promotes oversight responsibility. And what's the meaning of oversight? Oversight. When we talk about oversight responsibilities, that is aside of, if you look at the legislature, their main function is lawmaking. And when we say they also perform oversight responsibilities, what we are saying is that aside of lawmaking, they also perform extra duties in order to hold the executives and other institutions accountable. So aside oversight responsibilities, these are responsibilities that are performed by the legislature. The Constitution allows them to perform other responsibilities in order to hold the executive and other institutions accountable. We are saying that the committee system ensures the performance of oversight responsibilities. Within the committees, when a bill is channeled to a committee, example, a committee on education, they carry out investigations. Sometimes they can invite people who are related to the bill. They can invite them for hearings. They organize hearings. They also organize investigations. And finally, they also report to the full house. And uh, all these things are done in order to hold public officials accountable. So through hearings, investigations, and reports, the committees conduct, they are able to hold public officials accountable. This therefore ensures transparency, efficiency in government. That is oversight responsibility. That is what it achieves. Let's quickly look at the disadvantages, the problems associated with the committee system. So disadvantages of committee system. So the disadvantages of the committee system. Thank you. So what are the disadvantages of the committee system? The disadvantages of the committee system. One of the disadvantages is that it offends party discipline, and I will explain. And number two, it takes away the power of the legislature. Number three, it limits the knowledge of the legislators. It limits the knowledge of the legislatures. And number four, limited resources. And number five, conflict. And number six, existence of dominance. We'll explain all these things. Let's quickly move to number one. What is it? It offends party discipline. You remember one of the advantages, we said that committee system allows members of parliament to have independent thoughts, or it enables them to act independently. And when that happens, we are saying that it offends the party discipline. What's the meaning of the party discipline? Party discipline, it is a discipline within the legislative house that allows the members of each political party to always debate, discuss, and vote on issues in line with the party's manifesto. So that is the party discipline. The party discipline ensures that each member of a political party is expected to vote, debate, discuss issues in line with the party's manifesto. So anytime we have a committee system, it offends, it defeats the purpose of party discipline, because the whips, the majority leader, the minority leaders who are supposed to ensure that this party discipline is ensured. What is the party discipline? The discipline that compels, that forces each member to vote, to debate in line with the party's manifesto. So it's the whip who makes sure. But we are saying that when we have a committee system, the whips are not around. We are saying that when we have a committee system, the majority leader and the minority leaders may not be part of that committee. So it may be possible for the members of the parties present in the committee to debate on issues not in line with their party's manifesto. They may debate on issues based on their discretion. So that is it. Let's move to another one. It takes away the power of the legislature. It takes away the power of the legislature. So it is the duty of the legislature to decide whether to stop or continue debate on a bill. With the setting up of the committee system, it may be possible for a committee to kill a bill that is referred to it. This can easily be done if they fail to report on the bill to the full house. Oh, it's simple in the sense that it is only the legislature which can decide to stop or to stop discussing on a bill. But we are saying that with the creation of the committee system, a committee can decide not to work on a bill, not to even work on the bill, and for that matter, not to report on the bill to the full house. When it happens, it means they have killed the bill. But who is responsible for the killing of the bill? Who is responsible for saying that, hey, we are not going to debate or discuss on the bill? It is only the full house, the legislature. And we are saying that with the advent of the committee system, with the setting up of the committee system, it is possible for the legislature, for the committee to stop discussions on a bill. Another one is it limits the knowledge. Oh, this is also very important. It limits them. It limits the knowledge of the legislators. Oh, so if a legislator or an MP belongs to health committee, it means all that you know or have knowledge of is health related issues. Oh, that has limited their knowledge. So, you know, the society is faced with health issues, economic issues, social issues, and a lot of issues. So if an honorable is only going to be limited to health issues, and then that is a problem. He goes to his constituency and all that he has is in his mind, all that he's expert on will be health issues. So that is a problem. The committee system also poses a challenge. It limits the knowledge of the legislature. Another thing, whoa, let me change the style here to area. Thank you. Look for this. Okay. Limited resources is also one of the problems of the committee system. Insufficient resources may prevent thorough research. A committee system, anytime they receive a bill, in order to do a detailed work and report, give a comprehensive report, a good report to the full house, they have to do a thorough research, analysis. They have to carry out an oversight. They have to carry out certain oversight or responsibilities. The committees are expected to carry all these things out. We understand, but we are saying that they lack the resources in the form of the finance, the resources in the form of electrical gadgets to carry out all these analysis and research, and that is a problem. Another problem is conflict. Committees can become divided. Oh, mind you, I told you a committee is made up of, is fairly composed of members from different political parties. And we are saying that they can be divided in as much as they team up to come out with a good bill. They can also be divided. A conflict can ensue among them or between them. So NDC members and MPP members, I'm sure they can be divided along party lines when they are debating on issues. So this will make it difficult in reaching an agreement on important issues that are being discussed within the legislature. Lastly is dominance. Let's discuss dominance and what is it. You see, in the legislatures, some of the members had worked on a particular committee for a very long time. You know, some also recently joined. For instance, during the 2024, we will have a parliamentary election. We will see those who are going to move to the legislature as first timers and those who have also been in the legislature for about 15 years or 10 years. So it is possible that those who are senior members or those who have served for a very long time, they exercise some kind of influence or power over the activities and decision making. They feel that they are better qualified. Or and rank one by only 1 year, only 2 years. So sometimes they may impose their ideas upon those who are fresh or those who are new within the committee. And that can stifle new ideas. Those who are fresh in the system may have a new idea, but because of the seniors, how the seniors are behaving, they cannot channel or drum, they cannot channel the ideas to the committee. That's we will talk about. So this is where time will lead us. This is where we will end as a class. But the next time we meet as a class, we will talk about what is a bill, how a bill becomes law, talk about the types of bills, and etc. Goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.